Harry's wife. Harry in court. Yes, the Prince of Pink Pancakes has appeared in London, outside the High Court, and it would appear that he's without his handler. Well done, Harry. Being able to use the toilet on your own. Great work. David Brown at the Times tells us Prince Harry in court for privacy case against Associated Newspapers. Yes, you recall that Harry's wife succeeded, but rather extraordinarily, against Associated Newspapers Limited in a claim. And now Harry is joining a gang of people that are suing this newspaper. The Duke of Sussex apparently made a surprise appearance for the first day of the hearing into claims by Sir Elton John and others against the publisher of the Daily Mail. Let's just find out a bit of background about what's going on here, and then also put it into the context of Harry and the position he's in vis-à-vis his wife. The Duke of Sussex made an unexpected appearance at the High Court in London yesterday over allegations that celebrities were victims of hacking, blagging and break-ins by the media. Poor things. Prince Harry, who will not see his brother, the Prince of Wales, and the King while in Britain, suffered from suspicion and paranoia and lost friends as a result of a series of newspaper articles he alleges were based on information obtained illegally. The Duke is one of several celebrities bringing claims against Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday. He is joined by Sir Elton John, 76, his husband David Furnish, 60, Baroness Lawrence of Clarendon, 70, who is the mother of Stephen Lawrence. The actors Sadie Foster, 57, and Liz Hurley, 57, and Sir Simon Hughes, a former Lib Dem MP, aged 71. Harry, 38, was greeted by photographers and camera crews as he was accompanied by his security entourage through the court's main entrance. He is the first member of the royal family to appear in court since Princess Anne admitted an offence relating to a dangerous dog in 2002. It is the first time Harry has been in Britain since the late Queen's funeral in September. He has been told that the King, who is preparing for a state visit to Germany, is too busy to meet him. They have not met in person since the Duke's devastating criticism of the royal family in a Shitflix documentary in December and the subsequent publication of his autobiography, Wah. Clearly, Harry remains painted black, and as a consequence of this, his father asserts control over him by keeping him on the shelf. Undoubtedly, King Charles will be aware that his son is in the country, and therefore he has come up on King Charles's radar. His narcissism then asks, is Prince Harry under control? The answer is we have no information. Therefore he is assumed to not be. King Charles's narcissism then ascertains, in order to get control, shall we hoover him? Shall we do so indirectly, or should we stay in a position of withdrawal? His narcissism deems that it is inappropriate to hoover him. It deems that an indirect assertion of control is unnecessary, and instead he just stays in a position of withdrawal, explaining to those that have asked, he's too busy. That, of course, gives Harry a slap down in terms of the fact that he is here for 4 days and the King can't find space to see him even for an hour. That also sends a clear signal from Charles with regard to the way that he regards his son at present, and of course nullifies the threat to control that's posed by Ginger Bollocks flouncing around in the High Court. But has Harry made any attempt to stay him? We don't know. And it may well be that he also sits within a petulant bubble, created, of course, by the poison that has been poured into his ears by his wife. The article continues by explaining that Harry will also not see William, who's understood to be in Norfolk for the school holidays. Again, It's what? A helicopter ride, and they can afford to do that. But of course, William, as a normal, is entirely displeased with his brother's conduct, and therefore is maintaining the party line of having nothing to do with him. Whether Harry has sought an audience with him or sought to catch up with Big Willie Styley remains unclear, but one suspects that he has not done so, again instructed by his wife to state, "We're not dealing with them until they come and apologise to us first." And it is this kind of intransigent approach that is invariably adopted by a narcissist and over those that she controls that results in the long-standing gulf and chasm that exists within the familial relations. Harry is not seeing his father because his father asserts control over him. He's not seeing his brother because the two of them remain at loggerheads. Who caused all of this? Harry's wife. The article continues by explaining that the Duke and Frost, who entered via a side entrance, sat at the back of 3 rows of lawyers, close to Graham Johnson and Dan Evans, former tabloid journalists convicted of phone hacking, who are assisting the group in their legal action. The group's lawyers claim that they become aware of compelling and highly distressing evidence that they have been the victims of abhorrent criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy. David Sherborne, representing the claimant, said in a written statement that the unlawful acts alleged included intercepting mobile phone messages, listening to live landline calls, obtaining itemised telephone bills, and medical records by blagging and breaking into private property from 1993 to 2011, with some continuing until 2018. Harry claims he was informed sometime in the past few years that 2 private investigators, Gavin Burrows and Daniel Portley Hanks, admitted targeting him on behalf of Associated Newspapers, the court was told. He claims 5 articles published between May 2007 and December 2013 used unlawfully obtained information. The Duke claims Burrows hacked his friend's mobile phones, tapped the landline of his friend Guy Pelly, and gathered information about Chelsea Davy, who was then his girlfriend. His claim states that friends were lost or cut off as a result, and everyone became a suspect, as the articles misled him into believing the information was from someone close to him. The articles included stories on his relationship with his former nanny, Tiggy Leg Bourke, such as him being a godfather to her son, and his relationships with Natalie Pinkham, Laura Gerard Lee, and Cressida Bonas, the court was told. Private communications relating to a statement by Harry and William regarding the images of their dying mother were also allegedly revealed. It then follows with more information about the other complainants, Doreen Lawrence and Elton John and David Furnish, Sadie Frost, and the defence that's put forward. Now, of course, what is interesting is that Harry is once again putting his head above the parapet in this regard and is taking legal action. But it is useful that shows once again when he comes back to the United Kingdom that his relationship with his family remained as strained as ever, and we all know who is behind that. Notwithstanding there is an opportunity for the family to perhaps talk to him, they have no desire to do so, maintaining a no-contact regime both with her and with him. And the gulf continues. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.